What's up, guys? So this video is going to be just kind of a recap on what we did last week when we started our Pursuit of God study. Now, this is what we're currently doing. We started last week again. This is what we're currently doing in our men's Bible study on Wednesday nights. It will go for about 6 or 7 weeks. And it's just for you men or ladies that want to join in on the study with us and you're not able to be with us on Wednesday nights. This is how I'm going to kind of keep you up to date and in the loop with us. So last week we didn't dive into the chapters. We looked at the kind of the premise of the book, why Tozer wrote the book, and we looked into the life of Tozer just a little bit. So that's what I'm going to talk with you about this week, and next week when I post a video, we'll be covering 2 chapters at a time. We'll cover chapters 1 and 2, and you're probably thinking, oh my gosh, I can't read chapters 1 and 2. They're very short, easy to read chapters. The entire book is around 100 pages. If you include the preface with the 10 chapters, it's right at 100 pages. So you're looking at 10 pages or less per chapter. Very easy to read. Tozer's an excellent writer. You can find this book, you can find the single copy for about $6 or $7 if you want to go to Lifeway, christianbook.com, Amazon. If you want to get the Kindle edition, I think it's like 99 cents. If you want to buy this book, you can find it. This is a 3-work edition. I recommend this copy because it has 3 works by Tozer for only a couple bucks more. This says $15, $16 on the back of it. So pick it up if you want to. You won't regret having anything written by A.W. Tozer. So a little bit about Tozer. He was a longtime pastor in the 30s and 40s and 50s in the United States. Sorry, I got a lump in my throat. He was, when he sat down to pen this particular work, The Pursuit of God, he was on a train. He boarded the train one evening and wrote all night long. And by the time he arrived at his destination the next morning, he had written The Pursuit of God. So he wrote it in one sitting, and he wrote it out of a heart of just desiring for people to want God in their life. Literally, he wanted people to have a desire to pursue God. So he wrote about what that looked like, what that spiritual journey looked like for the believer of his day. And I think it's extremely applicable for our day in a world where we see Christian values being undermined at every turn. We see Christians that are seemingly walking away from the faith because there's a lack of desire for God in their life. It's a lack of desire to be pursuing God and to have His presence in your life. So these are Tozer's words. He said that, for it is not mere words that nourish the soul, but God Himself, and unless and until the hearers find God in personal experience, they are not the better for having heard the truth. He wanted to inspire people to pursue the one true God. And another, at kind of closing his book, or the preface of his book, he said, "Others before me have gone much farther into the holy mysteries than I have done. But if my fire is not large, it is yet real, and there may be those who can light their candle at its flame." And that's exactly what he wants to do. He wants people's chief goal in life to be pursuing their Creator. And it's a very challenging and convicting book because it's easy to read, and as you get into it, you'll enjoy the way Tozer talks. You'll enjoy the way that Tozer writes, and you'll just prepare for the gut shots because there will be several. Kind of checking yourself at the common sense things that we will end up asking ourselves, why don't I do that? Why don't I desire that from God? Why don't I pray this way? So it'll be a reality check for us. And last week we did an introduction questionnaire, as you can see up at the top. Introduction questionnaire. It's only like 10 or 11 questions, some of which are multiple choice, so don't freak out. But these are for your benefit only. It even says at the top, it says, please answer these questions. The answers are for your benefit alone. It's a kind of a spiritual survey, seeing where you are, where you think you are in your walk with God. in your quiet time. What does that look like for you? And then with the hopes of we can reflect upon this when we finish this study in 6 or 7 weeks, and we can maybe answer the questions again, and the answers will be a little bit different. We'll be a little bit closer to God. We'll have realized so much through this study that we've been convicted. We've seen our need for more of God in our life, whether that's in our relationships, in our jobs, whatever it may be. We want God to be a part of it. Our chief goal is to want God. So I hope you'll join us. And again, this is what we're doing for our men's study. But ladies, it's a great book. Pick it up, read it, join in, and keep up to date in these videos. You won't regret it. So find your copy at a bookstore near you, or you get on the Googly and find the book there and order it, and follow along with us. So next week when I post, we'll be reading the chapters 1 and 2, and I will post a summary of those next week. So look out for that. If you have any questions, comments, let me know. Until next time, I'll see you later.